Church family. I'm super excited to start memorizing Psalm 62 with you all. Today is day 1, verse 1. We'll be saying it 25 times today. Now, I won't be saying it 25 times on this video just for the sake of the video length, but instead we're going to break down the verse here in the video, make some observations about it, so that then you're able to take that information, the verse becomes less intimidating and more familiar, and you can say it on your own outside of the video. So the first thing we want to do to break this verse down is to look at its various phrases. How many phrases are in this verse? And we're going to have 3. For God alone, my soul waits in silence. From him comes my salvation. So anytime you think about verse 1, think there's 3 phrases in the verse. And then once we know how many phrases are in it, let's make some observations about those phrases. Are there repeated words? Are there things that rhyme? Are there things that start with the same letter? How is it working? Let's kind of make observations, see if there's anything that's memorable about this verse to help us as we seek to hide this verse in our heart. And I think there are a couple things that pop out to me. The first is that it starts with for God, and then the third phrase starts with from God or from him. These first 2 phrases, for God alone, my soul waits in silence. From him comes my salvation. It's kind of one helpful memory thing to look at. The second would be that there are a lot of words that start with the letter S in this verse. My soul waits in silence. From him comes my salvation. So if you're stuck and can't remember a word, there's a good chance if it's one of these key words that it starts with S. And then the final thing that my brain does something a little bit weird, a little bit unique. You may think it's funny, probably is goofy, but I think in acronyms. So even when I'm memorizing, I just kind of look through the verse and see if it spells anything interesting. If I take the first letter of every word and kind of put those together, is there anything that spells something? And in this case, there's just one. For God alone, my soul waits in silence. So this second phrase spells M-Swiss. And not that the M really means anything, but Swiss, if we were, of course, to add an extra S, spells Swiss. And so if you're looking for a helpful way to remember phrase 2, you could think M-Swiss. For God alone, my soul waits in silence. From him comes my salvation. Now, there's a lot of other various things that different people will do from this point on to memorize. Some, maybe you want to write this out, put it on a note card, take it with you. Others, maybe you're thinking, no, I would like to put actions to this. So you think of actions for God alone, soul, silence, from him, salvation, and you just put actions to it to help you remember. Others maybe want to kind of say it to a rhythm or put it to music. Anything like that is absolutely fair game. Whatever helps you remember. For me, it's just repetition, and sometimes rhythm or music helps as well. So, for God alone, my soul waits in silence. From him comes my salvation. For God alone, my soul waits in silence. From him comes my salvation.